Hey, it's your buddy Tim Schill back with another Watcher of Realms video. And surprisingly enough, this is not a summoning video. In fact, it's the antithesis of a summoning video. It's an anti-summoning video. And I think you know why. So let's go ahead and get into this video. All right. Well, welcome to the anniversary event. So lots and lots of stuff going on, pretty exciting things happening. And one of the major events that's going on right now is going to be the upcoming summoning banners. So as of now, you can see there's a extra legendary hero banner and then just some 2x events. So nothing too exciting. And then coming up will be a Morrigan and Lugaru banner, which are decent, but I think 99.99% of people are going to want to hold on to their summons and make sure that they're ready for the next couple of weeks, because I'm sure most of you know that the summoning is going to get crazy. So I have tons of stuff saved right now, right? So I have 69,000 gems that I've been saving forever. Let's see when my last summons were. It's been a long time since I did any real summons. So you can see I've done a couple of singles to try to just finish some of the quests. But then really my major summons were 10 days before on the Dahlia, and then before that it was so that was 250. Before that it was almost a month ago. So you can build up a lot of resources in this game if you don't willy-nilly spend stuff or get impatient and go full degenerate mode, which, by the way, I absolutely will go full degenerate mode come next weekend, where I'm going to pull for Anora, obviously, and then those 3 legendaries on the 15x2x. Although I'm wishy-washy on the Ares, sort of a baby Torador, and I'm hoping to get a Torador at some point. So if I don't get him, I'll be fine. Like if I get Boreas and Lucius early, I might stop and save as well. And then I am going to pull for the Valderon Yimare. I still think everybody mispronounces that. That dragon is obviously French. So yeah, so I'm going to be pulling for those events pretty hard, and hopefully I maintain some. So you can see I have 166. Hopefully I maintain some of my resources after that. I'm not sure what I have for ancients. I think I have around 100 ancients. Let's see, 95. Yeah, so I have 95 ancients, but yeah, I'd like to pull a Valderon. I don't have any great chaotic lords, and so getting him I think would help my account a lot. And then hopefully the Praetus banner is off a month or so and let me get 30 or 40 more. But we'll see. We'll see if we have to get nuts on this whole thing. So what would I make a video on if I'm not doing a summoning video? And unfortunately, and if any of you have watched my old Raid Shadow Legends videos, you'll know that I like to pick out maybe a area of the game that wasn't necessarily played a lot. And just a sidebar, how lame is this newbie gaming thing? Like, why do I constantly have to go in to the shop and remove that red dot? I don't know, that's super cheesy. I'm annoyed at that newbie thing. Anyway, if you've watched some of my old videos, you'll know that I like to pick an area of the game that may be not the most popular and focus on that and have fun with it. In Raid, it was the 3x3 arena. I spent a lot of time doing that because I thought it added an extra dimension, and you couldn't just pick one type of team and go at it. You had to pick 3 different kind of teams and match up against 3 different kind of opponents. Anyway, I liked it and spent a good amount of time doing it. But in Watcher, I mean, let's be honest, arena is pretty lame. and there's not great rewards to get into the upper realms. I mean, I don't know. I don't love it. I don't think there's a lot of dimensions to it. It's just sort of, hey, if you have the right heroes and they're higher BP, you're gonna win. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is. And so there's not a lot to do there. So I didn't want to pick that. I mean, Guild Boss has been done to death. I have recently been able to get 50K on my Guild Boss. You can see here, 54. You know, obviously I have great heroes, and I'm sure if somebody knew what they were doing, my timings aren't great, but if somebody knew what they were doing, I could probably get high 60s, but this is good enough for me. I mean, if I can get the last chest, that's awesome. The second Guild Boss has been a struggle. I was able to do, let's see, where am I at? What, 39,000 to get the last chest on this, but basically used all of my good champions. And then when I go to do this, I do 0 damage. Like, I've timed out before at like 3,000 of these little, whatever you call them. And yeah, so I'm still gonna work on that. But again, I'm not expert enough to make a video on giving anybody advice on any of those things. But what I might be able to help out with, and it's been done to death. And if you watch Mortar Mike and Blood and Guts, those guys are Guild War champions. But if you're looking for more of a, hey, like, I'm just a normal guy, like, those guys are superstars, right? But I'm just a normal guy. How does Guild War work for me? And yeah, maybe I can shed some light and give you my breakdown, and I'll do it in friendly face-off fashion. But right now, I think we're winning this one. We got totally annihilated by like a top 50 clan. We sit around 60 in the clan we played. I think even top 40. They were really good. They destroyed us. And I still won, I think, 2 or 3 attacks, but yeah, they beat all of our defenses down pretty hard. But I think we're going to win this one, which is good. And so what I thought I would do is give you my breakdown, because I have sort of a checklist in my head that I go through when I look at a defense, and maybe it will help you. And I will just go through some friendly fire. I think that's what they call it. So what I like to do is I'll go to some of my guild members, shout out to the Bastion Guild, and all the good stuff that they have in here, and go to friendly face-off. And so a lot of our superstar players like to keep their defenses hidden. So what I'll do when I look at it, obviously I look at BP, and then I look at the champions that are in there, and you know, these are 2 very meta teams. So I'll just pick one. And so I'll look at this team, right? And my first check off is, can I pick them? Meaning, if they have anybody in front of this tank, I'll send in 2 archers and just pick that character off, and then that should get pretty much everybody's ultimates as well, and then I can go in and do what I need to do. So I like the archers for it because I feel like they attack the side adds more than the bookkeepers, and also my archers are a little higher level. So I will affiliate these guys, and you can see, you know, my affiliations usually in the low 4s, unlike some of the other guys that have really nice affiliations in the mid 5s. I mean, and I feel like that BP, you can just sort of go in and decimate, you know, without a whole lot of strategy, although they are playing against really tough opponents as well. So I take that back. I love watching Blood and Guts, especially because I've learned a lot from him, but his champions are really, really good. So let's go ahead and look at this, and I'll show you what I do to pick off that Sadie, and at least, you know, start to take the advantage. So I'll let this get to 10. I usually 2 till it gets to 9.5, and then I'll stop, and then I'll hit this just to give me some time. And then now look, everyone's Everyone's ult should be about ready. I'm not super worried about Broke here, so I'll drop my 2, let them go, and they should be able to pop Sadie, which should help yeah. So she goes down, and they're gonna do some damage to Broke here, and they're gonna take her ult. And the next thing I'm gonna go is send in these rare tank killing to try to get his his passive, where he goes frozen like it's his okay, so I'm gonna let her, and before his comes back up, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna drop both of these guys in, and they should run in and get Broke here's passive. Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Don't let him get his ult again. He's gonna get his ult again. Oh, I don't know if he got his ult again or if I stopped him. We'll see. Anyway, we've got enough champions in there right now, so they've actually killed Elder, and okay, so we're able to just fly in at this point. If, you know, for some reason I wasn't able to make that happen, what I would do is I'd drop these guys, and they're pretty beefy. I always like to drop the assassins first because it allows the axe wielders to catch up and to make it. So that's my pick strategy, right? Can I pick them? Now let's go to the next defense, which is this, which is a very meta defense, right? You have your Torador, and then you have a lot of times Torador will be second, the tank. So I feel like this is a little bit easier than a defense that's a little more meta, which is Torador in the middle, and then Baron up front, and then some long-range fighter in the back. A lot of times it's Valkyria, because she has super long ult and she'll res one of them, and then you'll have like a Lily here that can res as well, and then some DPS like a Hatsu usually is best in spot here, but obviously Silas is really good, although once his ult goes down, he's not super relevant. So the next checklist I have, I can't pick this guy, right? He's got nobody to pick. The second thing is, can I fly over him, right? And so the only real danger after Silas does his ult is oh my gosh, Zillitu, right? So if I can get both of those ults down, I can absolutely fly over them, right? So I'm gonna keep this guy because we're gonna try to cheese early on, because A, I have to pull down their ultimates, and B, I have to I want to get rid of as many tanks and things as I can. So if my flyers don't work, my B plan is to run dogs in. So if I can get rid of tanks and blocks, the dogs will actually kill the fighters and stuff. So I'm going to go these guys and see if we can't do some work there. And then I'm going to do legendary flyer, epic flyer, and then I'm going to do my assassins and then dogs. Okay, so I can't pick these guys. You can see it's a little better affiliation, I think, because I have legendary flyers in here. But since I can't pick them, I'm gonna try to fly over them, right? And this is a timing battle with the ultimates. So before the countdowns even start, I'm gonna go in and try to cheese the Torador. See if we can't either steal his passive res or take him out of the fight altogether. And these little epic tank killers are just brutal. Okay, so we got his deal down, right? And we got everybody. Oh, we killed him. Okay, so we killed him. So he's gonna pop his ult because it's auto. These two are coming down. So now we're going to, he can't hit a flyer, so we're gonna go ahead and run 2 flyers in before he gets started again. And we should do some work here. Yeah, he's dead. She's dead. He's dead. Yeah. So now we can just run dogs in, or we could run flyers in, whatever, right? So that's my second idea. So can I pick them? Can I fly over them? All right. So what's my third? If I can't pick them, I can't fly over them, what do I look to do? So let's go find another defense. And again, I don't feel like I am good enough to show the keep offenses. I usually just, if I do attack a keep, I look at what my guild mates have done and try to copy it if it looks like it's something I can do. So I'm not going to show much keep work. I'm going to do mostly this little lane. So let's look at this one. Israel has some really good ones. So again, I would look to pick this guy because I could take out that comet before anything starts, and that wouldn't be too terribly tough. Same thing with that. So let's not, I'm looking for one that I can't pick and that I can't pick, and I can't, let's see. So I think, see, this is tough because I don't think I can get Silas's ult down. I think I could get everyone else's ult down, but I don't think I could get Silas before she comes back to her ult to fly over them. So I don't think I can fly over them, right? So this will bring me to my third. You know, can I pick them? Can I fly over them? Can I overwhelm the cheese on them, right? So he's got good healing here, but if I can get rid of his passive before his ult goes off, I have a good chance of just sending enough in here to wipe everyone out before they can kill all of my. So I'll put him there because he'll be then the highest affiliation. I really need him to do a bunch of damage right away. I'm not going to do flyers. I'm going to do lots of ground units. And I don't use a lot of tanks. I tend to use a lot of the high damage dealers. So I'm going to throw a bookkeeper in there because there is a world where I need to get rid of that Silas on the side or whatever. So again, 412, not the biggest, but we're going to go in, we're going to click Procure right away, and we're going to send our epic tank killers in, and we're going to see how this goes. So, but definitely a tough little defense here. So we start, we click him, we send. And her ult is coming up. She might be tough. So let's go ahead and see if we can get his passive down. Come on. Yeah, we got it. Okay, so we got his passive, we got her ult, and you can see I don't think we'll get Silas's ult. I think he's going to sit there with his ult and give us a bad time, right? So we're going to let that get back up to 10, and we're going to go this guy, right? So her ult is down. Now we should be able to take out, yeah. So Brokir got the res from her, but now his ult will go, and I'll let all that happen. But I think it's pretty much over at this point. So his ult's going down. So we're gonna go. We'll click him and go. Actually, we'll go our 2 bookkeepers just to see if we can finish all the kills. But when Silas doesn't have his ult, he is not super dangerous, right? Especially if you can just one-shot him, which 99% of the time you can. Yeah, so that was my overwhelming strategy, right? Get Brokir. Whenever you see a Brokir or a Baron, you got to get rid of their passive right away with those little tank busters. Okay, so those are my 4, right? Can I pick them? Can I fly over them? can I cheese overwhelm them? And then I'll do my last one, which for me is the hardest defense to go against. And so I will look at, see if I can find, I don't remember who had the defense I'm looking for. No, Aracha's really tough. Aracha is a really, really tough. Is it toxic? No. I'm looking for one specific defense that I'm not finding. Let's see if I can find it though. I don't think he lets, yeah, he doesn't let us. Is it Garf? Do you have the defense I'm looking for? Let's see. See, again, this would be a pick for me. I would pick this guy off, but this is basically the defense where you have tank, Torador, and then usually you would have a fighter here. Zargok sitting out here, I think, is easy pickings. And let's see. If I can't find it, I'll do an approximation of it, which would be kind of like this. And this is the last one. Can I bomb it, right? And the bomb, all you're looking to do is get rid of this champion, right? And so pretend this was Baron, Torador, Arrogance, Healer, DPS, or it can even be opposite, DPS and Healer. She makes it tough because I need to get her ult. So I need to figure out a way to send something down there that would get her ult. And when I do this, I do spiders and what does Murder might call them? Unkillable, unalives, the unalive bugs. But I put my spiders first because you really need those spiders to be tough enough to suck up the block, right? And then I need something that's going to get hat suits. It's going to get hat suits ult. So something with a lot of maybe necros, or I could send in. I'll send in these guys again, because there is a chance that I could whittle down get that Baron and get hat suits if they slid to the side. And then I want and then I think I'll go, so if I can get that hat suit, I think I need ground unit like this. So again, not my biggest affiliation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send in these rare tank killers. I'm going to wait till all the ults are gone, and then I'll set up the bombing run. So hopefully, I mean, best case scenario is I get his passive, I get her ult, I get both of their ults, and I send in the bugs to hopefully kill that backline. And then the bombing runs are 100% timing. And I'll show you how I do mine. It's going to be different because my bugs are only level 4, and so they're not going to. Okay, so I got her all. I think I got his passive. Okay, so we'll let all these guys drain back down, and then we're gonna. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so here's how I do it. I go 2 sets of these, and then I hold these guys here until I see that line get right to their carapace, and I let them go. So they get there, and then hopefully, okay. So I killed their, so I'm gonna send another spider down and try to get hot suit ult again, and then we should be all right. So let's see. So the bombing run didn't go as well as I would hoped, but okay, this is trouble because Arrogance has now got his ult up. But oh no, I should be able to kill. Yeah. Oh no. Let's do this again. I didn't get anybody by, and Hatsu's got her ult, so this could be trouble. Oh. Yeah, this could be trouble. And this is the risk you run when you try to go bombing runs, right? I should have probably brought in somebody to kill those sides, right? But I'm not going to redo it because I don't love bombing runs. That's why it's absolutely my last go-to. And then finally, there's one. If you have a maul, you can use a maul, right? I would say I'm not great at him, but let's look at that defense again, and I'll try to maul that defense. And then there's not a lot of finesse when you do a maul. Who was that? That was it Garf? Who was that I just faced? No. It was it Tilted? No, he doesn't let you. Was it? No. See, you can't hit this guy. So this is not a pick, but this is a cheese overwhelm. So I would run in before his ult came up and try to get rid of that Gon. Anyway, let's find, gosh, this is terrible. I can't remember who it was I fought in that last one to was it you? Yeah, it was you. Okay, it was you. Okay, so we're gonna try a maul team. And so I don't know if fake runs count for your maul. I know I tried to use him in the guild we lost, and I couldn't practice with him. But for maul, what you want to do is you want to do maul and then a ton of protection, and then I think we'll go like bookkeepers and dogs. See if we can't just kind of overwhelm. So we get some kills and overwhelm. Let's see, so 518 with the maul. So apparently maul is a superstar. So we're gonna send some dogs in, try to get some ults out, and then we'll. Well, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. Gosh, Hatsu's ult comes up so fast, it doesn't really matter. By the time I get... So we're just going to drop Maul in the back. And then I'm going to try to get a Fool in there first to shield him, because the shields seem to work better than the healing. Oh, shit. And then once he gets a shield on him, then I'll go with the heals. Okay, so that's a big old shield. And then here comes, hopefully, some heals. Another big old shield. And then we'll send in another Fool to hopefully stand back. Come on, shield him again. Another shield. And we'll send in another. And again, this is, if you have a better way to do this, let me know. But this is kind of how I've seen this work. And yeah, it doesn't seem like it's working all that well. Okay, so we killed that back line, which is good. So I think what I'll probably do is run dogs in and try to get that. So Mahler's still hanging tough. Okay, so he's dead. All right, so I think we're good. So we're gonna. So he should come on, Mahler. So he's dead. And then she doesn't have an alt, so we should just be able to run dogs in now, right? So I don't think without Hattude's alt, I don't think she can stop it, right? Okay, so that's the maul idea. I think it's kind of cheesy, but I guess it works. It's the blunt hammer. So again, my countdown, can I pick them, which is the easiest? Can I fly over them, which is I think the second easiest? Can I cheese overwhelm them? Can I bomb them? And then can I maul them? So that's my top 5. Let me know if you have a good system like that, or if there's anything that I am missing that would make my guild be better. But until then, we'll see you on the next video. Be kind to one another, and God bless.